standing in the back, I was looking at the scene, I was thinking about doing a walk-on. First I do a little yes and I do a little and, try to make the scene as funny as I can. And you know that I don't say no, cause if you say no, then the scene blows, but you don't say no. Cause I'm standing in the back just looking at the scene, still thinking about doing a walk-on. And it'll be good. I was standing in the back, I was looking at the scene, I was thinking about doing a walk-on. First I do a little yes and I do a little and, try to make the scene as funny as I can. And you know that I don't say no, cause if you say no, then the scene blows, but you don't say no. Cause I'm standing in the back just looking at the scene, still thinking about doing a walk-on. And it'll be good. that I don't say no, cause if you say no I was sitting in the back, I was looking at the scene, I was thinking about doing a walk-on. First I do a little yes and I do a little and, try to make the scene as funny as I can. And you know that I don't say no, cause if you say no, then the scene blows, but you don't say no. Cause I'm standing in the back just looking at the scene, still thinking about doing a walk-on. And it'll be good.
Okay, everybody. Oh, wow. Hot mic. We got a hot mic. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Virtual Improv. Thank you very much for coming. We got a lot of fun stuff here for you tonight. So without further ado, let's introduce you to the Virtual Improv cast for the evening. We got Ronnie Pascal, Shruti, Waylon, Patrick Gramillion, Chloe Z. I'm going to say Z. And Rob Lamoth. Holy shit, he took a picture of us. Oh, wow. I sorry, Chloe. I said Chloe Z instead of Chloe Schweiker because it's Schweiker, right? Oh God. I just doubted my own ability to pronounce your last name in that moment. And I was like, I panicked.
That thought of like, oh, does he remember? Should I have gone over that?
I was like, did she get married in that time? I haven't seen her in years.
I could have. I mean,
knows?
look at me. Come on.
Who wouldn't, right? Oh boy.
I've got eyelash extensions now. We're on a whole different level.
She works out. She works out a lot. She's strong. All right. So it's my birthday. Okay, hello, welcome to Virtual Improv. Once again, everybody, let me know if there's any technical problems. If you guys have any problems with the audio, anything like that, please just throw in the chat or, just yell at your screen as loud as you can. We will hear you. Eventually, we'll hear you. So we're going to play a bunch of random games today. I have a random game selector. Also, I have a lot of stuff on my MIDI controller, just buttons, and I often hit the wrong ones. So things aren't going to go well all the time. I appreciate your patience. So we're just going to get things started. But before we do, you'll notice that people are throwing up one-word suggestions in the chat. Please throw up as many as you can, as many one-word suggestions as you can. Also, we do also have a need for some quirks. quirks are like interesting characteristics or traits or anything like that. Like their feet are made of turtles, or it's the first person to ever go to Subway, or things like that. Just like random traits a person could have, because we'll use those in the games too.
Who is the first person that ever went to Subway?
Jared.
Was it a college student?
Oh no.
I thought it was Jared. No?
Are we allowed to talk his name?
Man, the legacy tainted from the beginning.
Guys, let's just deep dive on Jared tonight. Fuck the show.
Okay.
Listen, fear of the name creates fear of the thing itself. Okay, so
we all learned that from Harry Potter, guys.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm
just saying, but now we truly have a Voldemort pumping Subway, because now Bill Belichick is pimping Subway.
Bill Belichick's pimping Subway?
He is.
You're not supposed to say Belichick's name. Okay, actually, guys, I put out before the show, I put out on Facebook a Google form to get quirks, and by God, did it work? I had not looked at it before this moment right now, but wow. So we are good in the quirks department. And we are also really good on sentences. I was asking for sentences in case we wanted to play a game where the audience provides a random sentence. So next week or Friday, I think we'll probably do that game, because I have tons now, which should be fun.
Lovely.
Anyway, we're going to play a game to get started. Let's see what the game randomizer has for us today. It's called Questions Only. Okay, I like this game, but I think it was really fun on Friday. We did a little something where we made it harder, and I want to see what you guys think about this, where we make it A to Z questions only.
I was so bad at it.
We can stick with regular questions only.
I failed miserably, but I'm down.
Oh, let's do it.
All right.
This is what
so we're
all
gonna
my
do
training has led to.
A to Z questions only. All right, Chloe's up first with Robbie. Robbie and Chloe are gonna go up first then. I am gonna try my best to keep track of the letter of the alphabet, but you know I'm bad at that. So, audience, if you spot mistakes, throw it out there. I'm gonna give them one of these if they screw up. But yeah, that's how we go. So we need one more suggestion. Let's go to the chat. We got tons. I'm gonna go with Good Shakes says bluefish. So Robbie, Chloe, take it away.
Are you gonna eat that?
Do you not want me to eat it?
Can we talk about what's happening right now?
Do you want to talk about it?
Even though No!
Oh, Chris, we lost.
Sorry, Chloe's out. Ronnie's in. Go.
Ever want to go fishing with me?
Fuck no.
Robbie's out. Shruthi's in.
For what reason would I go fishing with you?
Give me a second to think about that, will ya?
I'll count it.
Oh, I'm sorry. How long do you need?
I was gonna say H.
I don't know. How long should I need?
Just a second. Isn't that what you said?
I'll see myself out. Bye.
Ronnie's out. Patrick's in. Go.
Killing is the worst thing a man can do, yes?
Like a like actual killing? Like murder?
Moms disagree with death, right?
Nobody should disagree with not murdering, right?
Are we even compatible?
I don't know when what A comes after N in the English language.
Oh no!
All right, Pat's out. Chloe, you're back in. Go. We are your letter, Chloe.
I said R is an O. You are.
Chloe, your letter is O.
Other people have these kinds of
I'm an idiot.
conversations,
I'm a
right?
Moron.
Other people talk about these things at dinner?
People shouldn't know.
All right, shoot these out. All right, shoot these out. Rob's back in. Go.
Question. Do you feel odd that no one else has mentioned this murder?
Really? Really? You're gonna bring this up? You're gonna bring up this murder that we did together right now?
The police haven't even put it on the blotter?
Ah, you forgot the letter S, Rob. The letter S.
Uh,
Speaking of the letter S, Rob is out. Shruti's in.
Selena, can we just be each other's alibi?
Terrence, you know why I can't do that, right?
Understatements are a virtue. No, fine.
All right, Shruti's out. Ronnie, you're back in. Your letter is U.
Understand what I'm saying?
Very slowly. Can you explain it to me again?
Why don't you understand?
Xylophones addled my brain. You remember that, don't you?
Oh.
You are being serious right now?
Chloe's out. Patrick, you're in. Your letter is Z.
Oh.
Redemption round, Patrick.
Oh God, yeah. After I got R and R, oh man, the shame I'll feel. Zip on by my office, why don't you?
Are you being serious right now?
But am I always serious?
Can you just try to be serious for once?
Damn, why is it always 50 questions with you?
Every time. You gotta act like this every single time.
For real, you always do this to me?
Oh God, yes.
All right, let's call out game.
I'm still like, I can't believe in my brain I was like R and like
It's way more funny when you fuck it up though. It's funnier to fuck it up than it is to do it right.
It's true.
So you win.
Like-
do this well.
My life philosophy.
I mean, do you really?
50 ways to ask the same question.
I mean, that's the problem when we do the A to Z though, because everybody flawlessly does A to Z, and this is not funny. So we got to combine it with questions only, so people start fucking up. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that means it's time for another game. If you guys are ready,
Ooh,
and the
ready.
game is
Yeah.
Let's do it.
press conference. All right. Press conference is the game, and I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna be the guy this time, guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna be.
Boy.
Since we only got 5, I'm gonna do the press conference, and you guys are all the press. I will call on you, and we're just gonna have a press conference here, and yeah, here we go. I just got a one-word suggestion. Let's see, bicycle is the one-word suggestion. So here we go. Thanks everybody for coming to the Somerville Bike Union's annual fundraiser. I really want to just talk to you guys about the expansion to the Green Line bike trail that we're going to be making. What I really don't want to be talking about is those 10-wheel bicycles. I know you've been seeing them around town, but those decycles are they're not what we're here. We're here for bicycles, okay? So anyway, yes, any questions? Yes, Chloe, hi, yes, please.
Yeah, I have a question. So, is it true that the reason that you made a 10-wheel bicycle was as an excuse to hang out with the mechanic?
Okay, like I said, we're not talking about 10-wheel bicycles here. They're a abomination. Is there any serious questions about bicycles?
Quick question.
Yes, Ronnie, yes, question.
My brother, the mechanic, is really upset and wants to know, why haven't you called him this week?
Oh my god.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Guys, like I said, I just want to talk about strict 2-wheel bicycles. We don't explore. We don't explore more than 2 wheels. Okay? Yes, Patrick, question.
Yes, Patrick, New York Times. Is it true that the cool mechanic has a pet chameleon named Spice, and he's really cool? And could I get to hang out with him with you too?
Guys, I really don't know what else to say. Like, listen, there's a cool mechanic, but listen, we don't need more than 2 wheels. We're very happy with 2 wheels at home. With the 2 wheels we have, we don't need more wheels in our life. Okay? Yes. Any more questions? Yes. Shruti, yes.
You say you only need 2 wheels. I own the last standing Blockbuster in the Tri-City area, and all the copies of Human Centipede have been checked out under your name. Is this a clue in to why you need 10 decacycles?
Listen,
a clue?
I told you and I told my wife, there's only 2 wheels. There will only always be 2 wheels. 10 wheels is on a front. Yes, Patrick. Yes, question.
Patrick, I mean, at New York Times again. If you were in a human centipede, which would you be, the middle, the back? I would be the front.
Everyone would be the front. This next question.
Hi.
Yes, Chloe. Yes.
I forgot to mention earlier, 17 magazine. So is the mechanic single or not single? Because I'm looking for a date right now for a picnic, and it would be super embarrassing if I showed up alone. But if I showed up with a mechanic and 10 wheels, I mean, come on.
Sure, he's available. I mean, who would he be dating, right? I mean, he's the cool mechanic. He's too cool for. Anyway, don't worry about. Yeah, yes, you, Rob. Hello, question. Rob?
Yes, Rob from Bollocking Magazine. We had some reports that in the back section of our singles portion of the magazine that somebody's been putting in I love yous, just constant I love yous, long, half-page long rants / kind of callings for my 10-wheeled boy, my tennis-cycled fella, my little grease monkey wrench boy. I mean, I can tell you who wrote him, but I think it's pretty obvious. Is there any? I appreciate the ad space, but I mean, isn't there a better way to kind of get in contact with a certain person? You just text or call.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but if I did, I would say that sometimes you try to reach out to people and they disappoint you, and you can't find a rhyme for the word velodrome, and then I have a wife. Next question. I have a wife. Next question, please. Yes, you, Ronnie.
If I were to play the Queen song Bicycle Race, would you cry inside?
You wouldn't be able to tell because it'd be inside. Next question. Yes, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick Remy on New York Times. Me and Paul Krugman and David Brooks and Brett Stevens. We all have a 7-wheeled bicycle that we ride together, and we'll often get little pancake lunches. If you want, you can join us. We all ride together on the 7-wheeled bicycle. Me and Brett Stevens and Paul Krugman and the other David Brooks. We all just have little pancake lunches. So if you'd love to join, we'd love to have you with our 7-wheeled bike.
Who would want something like that? Who would want that in their life? I mean, that sounds crazy. Who would not? I mean, yeah, I would do it just for fun, as a joke. I would do it as a joke to make fun of you. Yes, question. Yes, Rob. Yes, question.
Very rude.
Yes, I mean, obviously my colleague from the New York Times is obviously a comedian. A 7-wheeled bicycle. I mean, how could you have an odd number of wheels? I mean, a unicycle maybe, but a 3-wheeled bike, 5-wheeled.
Excuse me, what magazine do you write for, sir?
I write for the Gearhead Biannual.
Gearhead. Sounds like you write for a magazine. Sounds like you write for the Clown Monthly.
Hey.
17 magazine here. I'm wondering, and this, anyone can answer this question. I'm wondering if it's possible to put together a 17-wheel bike, and if so, how many people would it carry, and if the mechanic would be one of them.
Well, my brother's the mechanic, and I could say yes, he would love that.
I think that.
Oh my gosh, really?
What people don't understand about the mechanic is it's an infinite number of wheels. Okay, it's like trying to pin down a rainbow. You don't understand. It's a wild ride.
Right. So with your brother, I mean, if he's a good mechanic, he probably can work with anybody, right? He'd be willing to work with anybody, anytime, anywhere. That sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Like, can he come and work on my bike, maybe?
He can make anything work, and he was just like tired of waiting around for Chris to start the bicycle race with him. So he was just like, "These are things I got to do in my life now."
Okay, enough.
I've been there.
Is anybody going to ask a question about a normal, societally acceptable 2-wheeled bicycle? Okay.
Where do they go?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
You put them in the bike parking that we've installed at every red line stop all through Somerville. Okay? Okay.
Is it true that those are good places for dates?
Heartbroken.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, a 10-wheel bicycle. It's a metaphor.
Wait.
It's too many wheels,
what?
in my opinion.
Yeah, you didn't.
What?
Chloe, the 10-wheel bicycle was really I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do there at all.
Chris, was it the relationship? Was
No.
it an unconventional relationship?
I thought we were talking about the Jason Statham film, The Mechanic.
Great movie.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the Italian post-war Italian classic Bicycle Thieves.
The Bicycle Thief. Yes. Is that Fellini?
Yeah.
I actually took an Italian cinema class. Believe it or not.
Me too.
No sheet. Was it all about bicycles?
Speaking of all about bicycles, it's Radio Call-In Show. All right, guys. So we are going to do a Radio Call-In show. And let's have, I guess, Ronnie and Trudy. Would you like to be the host of the Radio Call-In show?
I'd love to.
Okay, so the Radio Call-In show, for Chloe's information, sorry guys, you're going to see behind the curtain right now. For the radio call-in, everyone but the host turns their cameras off. and you put your name and where you're from in the Zoom chat, and that's how they know you're on the line, queued up to call into the radio show. So, without further ado, we're going to take one of these many, many one-word suggestions we have off here. Thank you so much for all these suggestions, guys. These are great. And we're going to do Cannonball. Cannonball is a suggestion. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cannonball Sue here, hosting with my good old friend, Bollocks the Cannonball Rondon.
I'm Bollocks the Cannonball Rondon, and we're here to talk about nothing but cannonballs for the next 4 hours. So brace yourself and don't explode too soon.
We got war cannonballs. We got pool cannonballs. I think those are the only 2 cannonballs that I've heard of.
Well, we also got clips of men getting cannonballs shot at their stomachs for hours on end.
Great.
Our phone lines are lighting up, and by phone lines, I mean one single phone line. Do you want to take this, or do you want me to?
Go right ahead, Bolly.
All right, it looks like our first caller is Claude Biggins from Schenectady, I hope New York.
Oh, you bet it's New York.
Hi, Claude. What can we do for you today?
I want to know if you were to shave down this, like, I know there's no sides on a ball. I'm not an idiot. But if you were to shave down parts of it and make it into, let's say, more of an oblong spheroid, and then you wrapped it in the skin of a pig, one that you raised from a babe, and that's just, because, it got sick, and then you put it on a practice field with the kiddies in the Pop Warner, and you had them play with it, would you be legally responsible if there were broken bones involved?
In the pig or the children on the field?
Both. Absolutely both.
I would think you'd be responsible for every bone.
Yeah, back in my day, you get locked up 1 year per bone. So if you break 147 bones, you get locked up for 147 years.
All right. Let's just make another assumption here. Let's make an assumption that it was hilarious to see those kids like try to Charlie Brown that ball, and they just stubbed. There was so many toes stubbed, no bones broken, but stubbed toesies were coming out lefts and rights. What do we think about the legal ramifications of something like that?
Well, legal ramifications go a long way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could look it up. There was a legal case called Boy versus Bowling Ball versus the United States government, and boy, he just got bowled over, if you know what I'm talking about.
Cannonballed.
Cannonballed over.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're just plain liable. We're gonna go ahead to the next caller, the Onsele from Albany.
Actually, it's the Onceler.
Oh.
I'm the Onceler. My film was made about my life. Of course, they called it the Lorax. Should have been called the Onceler, in my opinion.
Sounds like
ludicrous.
Well, Mr. Onceler, do you have a question for us?
Do you think a small, hairy man would make a good ball? Do you think a small, hairy man that protects trees would make a good ball?
Can I ask a follow-up question real quick?
Yeah.
Are we talking about a literal ball or a sexual thing?
I'm talking about, it could be either. I could see it could be a testicle. A little hairy testicle man. I just want this little hairy man to know his place. I control the trees in Albany. Truffle of trees come from Albany. Nobody knows this.
You thinking like Danny DeVito or?
No, I'm talking about the actual literal, the Lorax is a real man. He has a skin problem. That's why his hair, he has orange fur.
Okay, and you want
I hate him with my life.
You want to use him as a ball?
A ball of some kind. Bounce him away. or pretend, LARP him as a nut. I'm fine with that.
Well, I think if the ground is made of hair, then it should be no problem.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. This is good. I'm gonna write this in my diary.
All right, Mr. Wensler, I hope we helped you out. We got to move on to our next caller.
I'm the mayor. Bye.
Bye, Mr. Mayor.
Bye.
All right, our next caller is Sweetie McDaniels from Airedale, Wyoming. Go, Sweetie.
Hi, y'all. So I am so embarrassed. I have run out of metal. And so I'm looking at alternative cannonball materials. What would y'all suggest for that? Because I got some, and I'll tell you what I got. I got some trees, I got some vegetables, and I got a little bit of olive oil.
What you're gonna want to do is wrap a cantaloupe. You have a cantaloupe nearby?
Oh, that is a fruit. I only have vegetables.
Oh, only vegetables. Okay.
My doctor told me that I need to make some changes, and so I did.
How about an orange then?
I think that's also a fruit.
Oh, shit. I think you could just fashion any kind of vegetable that you deem okay to not be a fruit and just roll it in foil. And I think you got yourself a good old cannonball-like situation right there.
Well, now I'm noticing that these fruits you've been suggesting are all round, and I realize there's not very many round vegetables, are there?
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say a tomato, and I realized I was wrong immediately. So
that is also, you know what? People get fooled by that one, though. That is a fruit, but it acts like a vegetable.
It acts like a vegetable. When you're a fruit dressed up like a vegetable, very confusing.
I don't trust tomatoes.
I don't either.
I don't trust them. They're lying about who they are.
All right, sweetie. Thank you so much. We got to take our next caller, though. Enjoy your day.
All right. Well, thanks for the help.
Do you want to take this one, or do you want me to?
Sure. Hi, Dom from Tennessee. What's your question? How are you?
Hi. My name is Dom. I'm from Tennessee. Yeah. Hi. How you doing? Anyway, this is Dom DeLuise. I don't know if you know me, but I was a famous actor at some point, and there's a movie I was in called Cannonball Run. You ever heard of it? Cannonball Run. Really great film. It's not.
I'm sure my parents have seen that at some point in time.
The kids need to know about Cannonball Run because, well, have you seen the film Rat Race with Breckin Meyer? Famous comedian Breckin Meyer.
Have you seen that there, Bollocks?
Nah, I've never seen it, but I did see Chicken Run once by accident.
Oh, Chicken Run is with chickens, and this wasn't with cannonballs, it was with cars. And cars driving across the country to get to some place, and if you got there, it was a crazy joke come up where we crash our cars into each other and we cause all kinds of chaos across the. No, how about Smokey and the Bandit?
Definitely seen that one.
Okay, Smokey and the Bandit, close enough. God bless you. I gotta go. Bye bye.
Thanks for the cannonball-related questions. Little Harry the Testicle Man. Now that sounds like a fun caller.
That's a good caller out there.
Yeah, I got a problem with one of your last callers. So the Onceler, was that it? The Onceler. I'm just calling. This is a case of copyright infringement because I am in fact Little Harry Testicle Man, and I got to charge anyone using that name, and it seems like the Onceler's encroaching on my territory, if you know what I mean.
Well, I just wikied you, and you got a full page of facts that verify everything you're saying. And if you have a Wikipedia page, that tells me you are established, and you might have a case there.
Oh yeah, I take up a whole page, if you know what I mean. Come on. I got a whole show. You guys are gonna love it. If you just go to my website, littleharrytesticle.com. It's fun for the whole family. All right.
There's active updates on your wiki page.
Oh,
I think the Onceler has a hand in this.
Yeah, I don't think we should be reading these on the air.
Oh, it says big, smooth, not testicular at all.
Oh, all right.
What? That is blasphemy.
It says you were shaved clean last week. Do you have an answer to that?
I cannot confirm nor deny these rumors. I'm gonna have to talk to my lawyer before I say anything else. You know what? I'm gone. I'm going. I don't like this show. Bye.
I'm sorry.
All right, do we have time for one more call? Asking the producer. Producer, do we have time for one more call?
Yeah.
All right. Well, our next call is the Twiceler from Ithaca.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the Twiceler. I'm the assistant mayor of Ithaca.
All right, Twiceler, are you related to anyone who might have called in earlier today?
Yeah, I'm the Onceler's brother.
Are y'all twin brothers?
No, I'm the little. I got my older brother Onceler. I'm Twiceler. I have my younger brother Thriceler, and then my fourth youngest brother Chrysler.
Well,
that's a car. We drive that car, but he's also a brother.
Well, Twiceler, do you got a question before we go any further?
No.
Well.
Sorry. That's all I had. Bye.
Bye, Twiceler.
Some people just want you to know they exist, huh?
I'm okay with that. I want to know I exist sometimes too, and I pinch myself, and it hurts.
Well, let's go to. We got time for one more call, I would say, right? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of good ones here. I'm gonna go with the Jesus Chrysler. I'm actually quite curious.
That was just me making a comment, though.
Oh, sounded too good to be true.
Y'all hear that? Our producer is prank calling us during the show.
Sorry, y'all.
How about Canislaus is last?
It is I, Canislaus.
Oh, feel like I should spray some Febreze before I answer this one.
I take that as an affront. I have body odor, and there's nothing that can be done.
Oh no, you just sounded all fancy, like I wanted to get clean for you. You have a question?
I do. Could you please shut that little hairy bastard up? He keeps telling the children that they want cannonballs for Christmas, and I know of a man, an old, ancient man, who's responsible for fulfilling the wishes of children in Christ time, we'll call it, in the lates of December. And whilst the old ancient, he himself can handle it, his 8 beautiful reindeer are also old and ancient. A sled filled with millions of cannonballs would be too hard to fly, and their poor little reindeer hearts would burst with the exertion. So would you please tell that tiny, spike-haired bastard to sell his book some other way and not to kill reindeer as he's doing it? I'm sorry, I have to go.
Wow, it's heavy. Heavy like a sleigh full of cannonballs.
So very sad. Out of words.
Well, on that.
All right, that was the Radio College Show. Sorry, I cut that off just like probably a little too soon. But I saw a gap and I'm like, hit the button. Anyway.
Yes, and.
It is.
Yes, and.
Yes.
The Chrysler is a car? Stop it.
And hold on.
That's an ancient.
Where did this come from, Patrick? What's the Onceler, Twiceler?
I don't know. I just said once. I was trying to think of something funny, and I don't know.
And you
Came
landed
out of
right on.
desperation.
I love it. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Guys, what does that mean? It means we're gonna play Take That Back. Take that back is a real easy game. And anyone in this crew at any point can force anyone to take it back. And what take it back means is whatever you just said, take it back, replace it with something else. It could be an accent. It could be anything. It could be the color of your shirt. Replace the color of your shirt. Anything like that. So, to get started, Patrick, you haven't started any of the things yet, right? No. Patrick and Chloe, you are going to start a scene, and everyone is empowered to make them take their choices back during this scene. We're going to go with one of Juliet's suggestions because she threw a few in here.
Hi, Juliet.
Juliet's Juliet. Catheter is your suggestion because Juliet is studying to be a nurse.
Yep.
She says, "Hey, Chloe," in the chat.
What's up?
Chloe, congratulations on the promotion. I heard you're now the chief accountant at Medical Tech Co.
Take the name of that company back.
At catheters, and more catheters.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's true. That's my company. That's the name of my company. Catheters, and catheters. You know, I went to medical school, right?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Studied real hard to become a doctor. Didn't quite make it, but I learned enough.
I mean, you sell more catheters than anyone in Peoria.
Take the name of that town back.
You sell more catheters than anyone in San Antonio.
New name.
You sell more catheters than anyone in Gondor.
You know, I
Take back that expression. Take back that exclamation.
Ah!
Yeah.
You think that I went to 4 years of medical school to become the catheter king of Gondor?
I'm so sorry. I thought you'd be proud. You sell so many orcs use your catheters now. So many hobbits.
Do. They need it. They all need catheters. It's not something I could have predicted. This was just supposed to be a side project, but now this is who I am.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty depressing. I'll give you that. It's your life is defined by a thing people pee into.
You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to make me feel better.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to relate to you here. Look, I mean, look, and I get it. Like I used to, when I was a kid, when I was in 20, I used to work at a bar. Okay, like I
used to work somewhere else.
I used to work at the biggest shrimp boat in all of Gondor.
Different place.
I used to work in the biggest shrimp boat in all of Chicago.
Different occupation.
I invented the pizza, the Chicago style deep dish pizza when I was 20. And you know what? It's defined my life. Everywhere I go, they call me Little Pizza Man, even though, like, I hate it. Yeah, it sucks. It freaking stinks. I'm defined by a casserole of a pizza, but you know what? I make the most of it. You have to make the most. If people call you Little Catheter Woman behind your back, own it. And they do.
People call me Little Catheter Woman.
Take back that nickname.
People call me Catheter Lisi.
A different nickname.
People call me Catheter Kathy. They call me Catheter Kathy.
I mean, you do that thing where you go, ack.
Take back that exclamation.
Grom.
Take back that exclamation.
Coins.
Coins.
Yeah,
I love coins. That's why I sell so many catheters.
Yeah, and that's why they call
it.
That's why they call you Kathy the Catheter, because that's Kathy's defining trait in the comic strip. She loves coins.
Well, my name is Chloe. It's so close. Why don't they just call? They can't even get my real name. They could call me Catheter Chloe, but they went with Catheter Kathy.
Well, it's because you say coins, like the comic strip, Kathy, and you gotta have a different. Like, say if you said lasagna, you would be like they call you Catheter Garfield.
Would they?
Take back that reference a different comic.
If they went Catheter Staples, they'd call you Catheter Dilbert.
Different comic.
If you said Catheter, hey, I'm a slacker, they'd call you Catheter Zitz.
That is much worse. Oh, coins. I can't.
Coins.
I would rather. But pizza is delicious and noble, and everybody likes pizza. And people think of catheters, and they go, ugh.
You know what?
Take back that exclamation.
They go.
Take back that exclamation.
They go. Ding dong.
They're always doing that. Ding dong. They're always
ding dong.
It's mocking. It's rude. You know what? I'll be real with
help them.
you. Help them. Okay, here we go. I have an offer. This is a good. Why don't we switch places? You take my pizza empire. I take your catheter empire. You move to the Windy City. I move to the plains of Gondor with the hobbits and such.
Take back that plan.
Why don't we both wear the silliest hats we can find, and whoever has the silliest hat gets to own the other person's company.
You would do that for me?
Yeah. I'm a cool dude.
You really are. You're like my best friend.
Yeah.
But I can't.
What's the problem? Do you not have a silly hat?
Well, I have a lot of silly hats. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna be the silly hat lady now.
Come up with a different nickname.
I'm just worried that that people are gonna call me Floofhead. You know?
Oh, Chloe, Floof. No one would call you Floofhead. No one would ever. That's tantamount to going to hell. No one would ever dare call you such a thing.
They're already calling me Floofhead, aren't they?
What? Yeah, they are. That's
All right, let's bring everybody back down here.
Coins?
What was it? Was it doopy doop? What did you do?
Ding
dong.
Ding dong.
Guys, we're starting catchphrases here and shit. Well, we're coming to the end of our program. I know it's really flown by, but it's time to use all these one-word suggestions because we're going to play a little game called Sex with Me. Sex with Me is we make puns about what it'd be like to have sex with us. Easy peasy. We're going to use all your one-word suggestions, and then we're going to close it out with a 60-second lightning round Sex with Me-a-thon. We'll see how many we can get based off one word. So, to get things started, let's go with, we got another Juliet classic, sumo. We're going to start with sumo.
Sex with me is a lot.
Oh, yes. One rule of decorum. Hold your hand up. If you see someone else with a hand up, just, one of you guys put it down. And we'll see if that works.
Sex with me is a lot like sumo. My grandpa is really into it.
Sex with me is like sumo. You should probably be on a high calorie diet before you start.
Sex with me is like sumo. You're gonna stare at my bun.
Sex with me is like sumo. They're always trying to give me a wedgie.
Sex with me is like sumo. You're gonna get sweat in places that you didn't think you could.
Sex with me is a lot like sumo. A surprising amount of Bulgarians involved.
Sex with me is like sumo. You're not going to believe how small my belt is.
Okay, guys, we got a sumo? Go for it.
Sex with me is like sumo. I'll be wearing a diaper.
That's the one. All right. Okay, sex with me is like a chime. This is a hard one. Chime. Chime.
Sex with me is like a chime. There's going to be a lot of stale air moving around.
Sex with me is like a chime. I only come when the wind blows.
Sex with me is a lot like a chime. I only find them in communes.
Sex with me is like a chime. It's supposed to be very soothing, but it's often actually creepy.
Sex with me is like a chime. After you kick me out, I'll hang out on your front porch all day.
Sex with me is like a wind chime. Hard wood.
Juliet has one. Sex with me is like a chime. It ends with you giving me a ring. Okay. Taxidermy. Taxidermy.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. I'm going to mount you on my wall.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. I'm gonna stuff you like an animal.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. We're always playing possum.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. I'm not very good at it, so your eyes are going to look a little weird afterwards.
Sex with me is a lot like taxidermy. You're probably gonna. It's probably gonna happen at a lot of barbecues, joints.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. I am dead on the inside.
Oh.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. You will be mounted.
Okay, let's go with. Oh wait, you got one, Rob? Go.
One more. Sex with me is like taxidermy. Stop badgering me.
All right. Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich.
A croissant sandwich?
A croissant sandwich.
Sex with me is a lot like a croissant sandwich. It's a shitty version of something fancy.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich. You don't really know what's on it, but it's pretty good.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich stuffed with meat.
Nice.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich. You can get it on any street corner in the city of Boston.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich. At Dunkin' Donuts, they call it a number 2.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich. This is from Juliet. You'll have crumbs in your beard. Here's one from Brahms. Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich, only available before 10 a.m. Letitia says, sex with me is like a croissant sandwich, only good if someone's watching.
Wait.
Hey, we'll take it.
There's a lot going on.
Ding dong.
Coins.
Yes, Shruti.
Oh, sex with me is like a croissant, which I'm super flaky.
I
I
got
like
one
that.
more.
I like that one.
Sex with me is like a croissant sandwich. I'm not really French.
Julia has one more. Sex with me is like croissant sandwich. Buy one, get one free. Oh man, Senny has one. Sex with me is like croissant sandwich. It's ribbed for her pleasure. All right.
Oh.
All right. That was a little too crazy. Guys, we are coming to the very end of the show, which means I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and we are going to get as many as we can off of someone's one-word suggestion. So I'm going to go back into the earlier chat to find an archived vintage suggestion, something that we could use. You know what? Mosquito is the one I'm going to pick. So 60 seconds are going to go on the clock. I'm going to count off how many we get with my handy-dandy counter-fire device that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work, and I don't think is working right now.
Oh, no.
But it is what it is. Hold on. Let me restart that app real quickly. Exit.
You want to just count in Mississippi's?
Count on your fingers, Chrissy.
Guys, don't bother seeing behind the screen. You just saw my desktop. Don't worry about it. Let's try this again. And counting. It's working today. Okay. All right. So I'm putting the clock on, and it starts. Mosquito starts now. Go.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. You're going to be lumpy for a couple days.
Sex with me is a lot like a mosquito. You're gonna lose a little blood.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. Insects.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. I bite.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. If it gets inside your ear, it's going to be a problem.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. It causes a plague.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. You'll find it often when you're camping.
Sex with me is a lot like a mosquito. My sucking will leave a little swelling.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. Your partner's always trying to swap me away.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. Just like everywhere around lakes.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. You might get a virus.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. Larva is involved.
Sex with me is like a mosquito. I love it in the country.
All right. We made it up to 13 today.
Ooh.
13.
Ooh.
Not
That's
too
in that
shabby.
11 to 13 range.
You know, let's put 14 on the clock because we have one from Juliet. Sex with me is like a mosquito. You won't feel it when I penetrate you. Oh, that's from Senny. Wow.
Oh, boy.
That's a good one. That's a good one to end on, everyone. Thank you very much for watching the show. This is Virtual Improv. This is going to be back again on Friday. We do Fridays at 7, Tuesdays at 6, West Coast time. And anyone have anything they want to plug?
Oh, yeah. I got a show called Hello World. It's a morning show. It's a little bit early for the West Coasters. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern time. But we've got recordings on the 2MB Studios Twitch. 2MB stands for Too Much Bread. Check it out. It's pleasant.
I threw that up in the chat. Anybody else have anything to plug?
Actually, you go first, Judy.
If you like sex with me, there's 69 minutes of it this Friday on the M&B Twitch channel, and I'll be there.
Hooray!
Your turn.
I have a
Sorry.
live show on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time called Roast Yourself. And that's fun. Comedians roast themselves and then cry about it.
What's the name of your channel?
It's my name, Ronnie Pascal, but you have to put an NYC at the end of it because YouTube was like, add more letters.
All right, so Ronnie Pascal NYC.
Yes.
I'm just throwing that in the chat. And Patrick, what you got?
Okay, and so it might not even be happening, but I'm going to try to get it on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific time this week. I'm going to be doing a thing called Fox Nixon, where I'm going to be playing Star Fox 64 on Twitch while I'm listening to the audiobook for Nixon Land. So if you want to listen to Nixon Land and watch me play Star Fox 64, 8 p.m., I won't be talking a lot.
And what's your Twitch channel?
At the coach, or it's the Coach Z. Twitch, the Coach Z.
Oh, a nice
That's one.
Jorb!
Oh man, a little Homestar Runner reference.
Oh yeah, that was a huge.
Giving him
Homestar
space
head.
shrooms. Oh my god. All right, anybody else? Well, it's been fun. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna throw the credits up. If you find yourself in a position to give and would like to give to a good charity, and you like the show, In the About section, there's a link to Color or Change, so feel free to donate or whatever you guys want to do. Anyway, have a good night, and thank you very much for joining us.
I was sitting in the back, I was looking at the scene, I was thinking about doing a walk-on. First I do a little yes and I do a little and, try to make the scene as funny as I can. And you know that I don't say no, cause if you say no, then the scene blows, but you don't say no. Cause I'm standing in the back just looking at the scene, still thinking about doing a walk-on. It'll be good. I was sitting in the back, I was looking at the scene, I was thinking about doing a walk-on. First I do a little yes and I do a little and, try to make the scene as funny as I can.